Hello, Internet. It is me, DZ Maven, again. I'm doing another unboxing video. It's kind of obvious what it is. Not quite on the up and go as everyone else, but about a week behind, I guess, but that's okay. I've been busy the past couple weeks, kind of. Yeah. Anyway, I got my new phone. My original phone, well, the one I have now, is Moto X2, second generation Moto X. It's a good phone. I'm not talking about the Moto X, but it is behind the times, and Motorola has not going to do support for it anymore. So I've been on the lookout for a new phone, probably for this year. It was really hard for me to decide what phone I want to upgrade to, because I mean I was been leaning towards the Nexus line, and I kind of wanted to see what Google was going to come out with this year. And Google came out with Pixel. So, I think it seems to be a pretty good phone from everything I've read, early reviews I've seen. Is it a perfect phone? No. There's a little bit of sticky stuff on the box here. I don't know where that came from. There's no such thing as a perfect smartphone right now. There's always going to be a drawback on some phone somewhere, but anyway, you know, I like to keep my devices updated as much as possible, so the only really surefire way to do that is to stick with a Google device. So my Moto X hasn't been updated, I think, since I think it's been quite a while. Where is Android? Yes. It has not been updated since November 2015. That is almost 1 year. 1 year with no updates. Thanks, Levino. Thanks, Levino. Thank you for that. No updates. So, time to move on. So, next best thing I can think of to get is the Pixel. I was not that impressed with the Moto Z. I'm not into the whole modular phone thing. I think it's kind of a gimmick. And I don't want to spend more money buying other accessories for the device. I just want the device itself to be good. And Samsung's never really interested me that much. They've been having issues lately, so I'm keeping my head out of that. And I'm not really an Apple person, so I'm not going to get an iPhone, so there it is in the box. And I kind of skipped out on getting Nexuses. Kind of regret it to some degree. Wow, this thing feels very solid in my hand. Just gonna unwrap it right now. I'm sure you guys have already seen unboxing videos. You've seen over there's wires and stuff in here, so do it without dropping anything. Wow. Yeah, you can see my spotlight. This will be the first time I have a device that has a fingerprint sensor on it, so this will be a new thing. Also the first time I'm using a device with USB-C on it, 3.0. So, I got some adaptations to make. Let's see if we can boot this on here. There we go. Well, that turns on. Look at the rest of what I got here. Booklet. SIM removal tool. These things, which I think are cards. Not sure why Google went with the whole cards, but sure, whatever. Here we get our primary USB-C cable, 3.0 cable. Has a little handy dandy little dongle on there to keep the wires together. And this is our adapter, which this is for data transfer from another phone, for transferring photos and apps and everything, but I'm kind of wondering if I can use it for anything else. I don't know. I have to think about this. If anybody knows of another use for this thing besides just transferring data from your phone to the Pixel, I mean, go ahead and leave me a note in the comments here. There it goes. Turned on. So it's still booting up. See it there. Can I lean it up? Do that. There we go. Anyway, it started up. Let me see what else is in the box here first before I mess with that some more. Here is the other flap. We get another cable. This is a longer cable. This is just a USB 3.0, and there is the charger. And that is pretty much it. So cool. Alright, so I'm going to play around with this just a little bit, get it started up and everything, and going. And then I will cut back here after I've toyed around with this a little bit here, just to get my thoughts on it here. Alright, I'll be back. Alright everyone, I'm back again with Google Pixel. It has been a few days. I've been using it for a few days now, and I have it all kind of basically set up the way I kind of like to use it and everything here. And I've been using it kind of as my daily for the past few days just to get used to it. And so far I've been pretty much really enjoying this phone. It's very fast, it's very fluid, and you can definitely I can definitely tell that having the extra processing power and RAM is a big step up from what I had before here. With my Moto X2 is what I had before, which I've used for almost a little over 2 years, almost, because I got this about around the time they came out. So yeah, it's been about 2 years on that. So now I got the Pixel. I have it all set up right now. Right now, probably a little hard to see, but the background in there is the live wallpaper of the Earth. This is like the real-time view on Google Earth. I mean, it's not an actual picture of the Earth real-time, but it's simulated real-time Earth. So the shadow moves across the planet the same in real-time, and the clouds are the actual clouds, the actual cloud map that's current right now too. So I think that's pretty neat. I like that. You do get the other sort of 3D wallpapers. They're pretty neat. They have this kind of 3D effect of them, which is like really neat. It's really interesting. It kind of throws you off at first when you look at it, but it's very interesting here. And I'm kind of hoping Google comes out with a few more of these in the future. I looked at kind of all of them. They're all pretty neat here. But you do get some basic wallpapers, and they're all good. Nothing wrong with them. I'm kind of going with the Earth for now here. Pixel launcher is pretty smooth. You can get your news and stuff right there. I've kind of set up everything and organized everything as I can here, so it actually gives you a better view of the Earth here. Probably should have done this during the daytime because it's evening now, but whatever. I kind of felt like talking about it now after I've been using it enough. Settings up here. You do have the night light mode. I've been liking that. I can turn that on right now because it is the evening, and kind of get this kind of reddish tint on it. Let me turn it. That's chrome, and then you can also flip it down from the back with the sensor. Turn that back off. I don't think there's anything else interesting in here. Color inversion. Don't really need to mess with that. yeah, I've been enjoying the phone. I have gotten a case for it. I got the Spigen case for my Pixel. I pretty much, this is the box for it here. I picked it up here. I like this case. It's protective. It's a little more rugged than just a rubber case, and I like it because it still looks like the Pixel with this case on here. It's still, you can still identify it as a Pixel with this case on here, and that's what I like about this here. And it also matches the black of the phone here, so I definitely like this case here. So if you were looking at this case, I would probably recommend it. It's very nice. It actually feels nice. It has a kind of a, it's not a rubbery, it's kind of a matte finish. It's not too much different from the metal finish on the back of the phone, but I feel more comfortable holding it with this on here and not worrying about having it slip out of my hands now. So I did run some processing tests on my devices here just for comparison. I don't know if you can see it on my camera here. So I did Geekbench and Antutu benchmarks on my devices here. This is my Nexus 7 from 2013. It's pretty old hardware now. A Geekbench single core score of 6655 and 1685 multi-core and 1388 on the render. Antutu was 39,000 something, so it's pretty low end now. My Moto X was a little better, 1019 single core, 2489 multi-core, and 2429 on the render. The Antutu score on it I don't think is correct because it wouldn't run the 3D rendering test on the Moto X for some reason, so I think that score is not, should actually be probably closer to 4 or 5, 50,000 or something like that. Just my guess here, but I don't think it's accurate. And then we have the Pixel, which was a single core 1689 and multi-core 4175, 6893, and the Antutu score on it was 143515. That's 143,515, which is almost 3 times more powerful than the Nexus 7. So I don't know exactly what it was on the Moto X here because that was wrong, but so yeah, this device has got some beastly specs behind it. Now, I know there's been a lot of comparisons to the iPhone 7, and generally from the test I've seen, other people have ran, the iPhone 7 is marginally better. I probably would chalk that up to optimization on the iPhone 7. It's probably maybe a little bit better. So that's probably why it scores better than the Pixel. But this is definitely up there. So I mean, between the iPhone 7, this, and the Samsung's Galaxy S7 series, those are probably the top three phones right now. There is the OnePlus 3, which is also pretty beastly, and they're actually coming out with a upgraded version soon, OnePlus 3T, which actually might be more powerful than the Samsung and iPhones and even this. So anyway, so oh yes, and we do have to say hello to Google Assistant. Hello, Google Assistant. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't quite get things right. I thought I said Google System. Let's try that again. Hello, Google Assistant.
Hi, Dave. How can I help?
There we go. You're on camera. Okay, I didn't catch that. Cause I'm not really talking directly at it here, so it's a little hard for it to catch here. But anyway, the most fun thing to do on here I discovered is you can play Mad Libs with Google Assistant. Probably the most interesting game you can play with it. But I have been using it a few times for some menial task, and it, for the most part, works out pretty well here. It's a lot better than Google now, but I can definitely feel like it's still kind of like a work in progress for Google, so hopefully it will only get better in time. Now, is there any cons about this phone I've discovered so far? Not really too much. I mean, I know people talk about this bottom bezel here all the time. They complain about that. I think I may have mentioned this before, but I think this is probably a lip for the Daydream View VR set. I think that's what that is for. That would be my theory. But still, I would have liked to have had a front facing speaker on here, because that's just better in my opinion. You do get the one little speaker down here. Only one of these is active. The other one I think is a microphone. So I've been enjoying the USB-C. That's pretty good here. So I've tested out the camera a few times. Pictures are pretty good here. They've been pretty good. I tried out the video earlier today, and it's smooth, very smooth, and I'm impressed with it. I don't think I don't feel like I have any issues with that. Let's see what else here's. Waterproofing. I know people talk about the waterproofing and the lack of waterproofing on the Pixel, and honestly, I don't think it's that big a deal. Unless you're completely careless with your device and dropping into puddles of water and dropping it in a toilet or something, I don't think you really have anything to be concerned about. I've seen a few video tests already from people dunking the Pixel into water and taking out in the rain and everything, and for the most part it does a lot better than people expected it to be. So again, unless you're completely careless with your device, I don't think you really have anything to worry about. I mean, sure, yes, it would have been better to have waterproofing and sealing on the phone, but I can also say I would also like to have an SD card slot too, and it's like, but is it that big a deal? Not really. Not really. I do enjoy, I'm going to make use of that unlimited photo and video uploading to Google Photos and everything. Why am I in Google Play? Oh, there is one thing I did notice here. It gets a kind of a weird on here, but I don't think there's a way I can demonstrate it, because it just kind of happens. Photos. For some reason, sometimes when you look at photos on the web with this phone, it automatically flips them to horizontally sometimes, and I'm not sure why that is. Instead of keeping them, in portrait mode, when I'm scrolling around, it'll automatically flip the photo into horizontal, into landscape mode, and it's like, why is it doing that? I don't want it to do that. And then I gotta turn my phone to get it to flip back over again. So, I mean, I don't have my phone tilted when I'm doing it. It just does it automatically for some reason, and I don't know why it's doing that. So, that does get a little bit annoying. Let's see, is there anything else? Bluetooth connection on my device has been okay, I think. I have read some reports that there have been some issues with connecting to car Bluetooth systems. My Volkswagen has a Bluetooth audio system. It took me a little while to get it to connect. I don't know if that was due to the bug, but maybe, maybe not. I mean, I had the same problem with my Moto X, so, but eventually I did manage to get it connected to my car, so I don't think I messed that up or anything. So, but anyway, yeah, I guess that's probably about it. It's a good phone. I like it, so definitely going to use this. And if you're new to USB-C, pick up some extra USB-C 3.0 cables. I picked some up, use those for my car chargers, keep an extra around the house here. So, and the fast charging on this does work. The fast charging does work. I know I had quick charging on my Moto X here, and this actually probably charges faster than my Moto X does. So I am impressed with that. So anyway, I guess that's probably about it, because I don't want to talk too long about it. But yeah, enjoying the phone, good device. They're kind of hard to get right now because they're sold out from Google, so I'm kind of lucky I managed to get mine within the month of October. So anyway, I'm enjoying it. And this is the Pixel. This is the smaller one. This is not the XL. And I'm glad I got the smaller one because this fits my hand very well. So again, if you got smaller hands, consider just get the smaller one. Don't worry about trying to spend the extra money on the XL if you don't actually need it. So, and the screen on this is still really nice, even though it's 1080p. It's nicer. It was nice. I can tell it's nicer than the screen on my Moto X, which is also 1080p. There's a definite difference in quality. I can tell. So, anyway, Pixel, good phone. I give it a thumbs up. Thumbs up. Yep. Alright. That'll be it. And bye-bye.